Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another CoupleCore lesson with myself, Tom Cockrell. I am the founder of CoupleCore Coaching. I'm an accredited relationship coach with the Coaching Masters and International Coaching Federation. And today we're going to be talking about the financial stress in marriage, how to identify it, how to resolve it, and tips for making it better. That's how we like to roll here. At the moment, this playlist has been covering the top 10 marital problems that we all face at some point. I've certainly been in the same position. If you're watching this, you have probably been in the same situation. You are or in the situation. So let's get straight into it. If at any point you do enjoy this video, then make sure you leave the thumbs up button, hit the subscription, and ring that notification bell as well. I will be putting out a lot more lessons coming out very shortly. And if at any point you feel like you want to get hold of me, then make sure you check out the description, my emails in there, my social handles. Feel free to drop me a message or an email on anything if you want to discuss on a more level or in the comments. So let's get into it. Understanding financial stress in marriage. Financial stress is a common issue in marriages and can arise from different factors like job loss, debt, differing spending habits, lack of financial planning, unexpected expenses. Managing finances together can prevent stress from negatively affecting your relationship. Exactly what it says there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, things happen in life. You might have a job loss. One of you might have different spending habits from maybe when when you had like a lot of money and you have a familiar lifestyle. These things do happen in a lot of marriages. In fact, I don't know a single marriage out there that hasn't had any financial stress at all. So make sure you pay attention, because this is going to help you massively. What are the effects of financial stress on marriage? They lead to frequent arguments, resentment and frustration. Yes, where money's tight, and it does cause an overwhelming panic, and this can lead to resentment if it's the other person that's causing it, or it can just lead to that frustration, because money is unfortunately very important in life for our day-to-days, and it can cause so much stress. Feelings of insecurity and instability, exactly what it says on the tin there, ladies and gentlemen. Emotional withdrawal or avoidance. When something so important in life causes you so much stress, sometimes you will shut yourself away from the world. You'll be like, you just want to get away from it. It can have an impact on your intimacy and trust. Have a look at the points there, ladies and gentlemen. If this is having if any of these points, maybe all of them, are having an impact on your life over financial problems, then don't worry, Tom's here to help. So, how can couples resolve financial stress? Well, what you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is you could create a joint budget. Now, this is something that you can build up together. You can work together. Maybe you're saving for a particular item and you can just put a little bit in each month, depending on what each one's income's in. Again, this is down to yourselves, because at this point you do want to address the issue to each other. Make sure, if your partner's not even worried about it, but you're panicking about it, then make sure you address that to your partner, because that could really, really just be that beneficial thing that you need to help. Set financial goals together. That's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go on holiday, you want to buy a new car, you might be saving up for a house, you might want to make home improvements to your house that you currently have. There is always something, there's always a goal that we can look towards achieving. Communicate openly about finances. Absolutely. If you are stressed about it, address the issue. I can't get over how important that one is, because if they feel like there's no problem and they're just going to see you as moody, then there's nothing going to get resolved from it, and it's just going to lead to that resentment and added frustrations within the communication issues, which I covered on one of my previous lessons. Financial counseling or advice. Exactly. If you need help with your money limitations, there are services out there. So take advantage of those services to help you. Be transparent about debt and spending. Exactly. If you are overspending and you're not making your bills, be transparent about it. Understand that there is an issue. Address the issue, understand the issue, and work towards what you're doing wrong. Try and identify that problem to try and think, what can we cut back? What are we wasting our money on? Or what are we doing that's leading us to this financial problems? So, tips for financial stability in marriage. Regularly review your budget and expenses. Exactly what it says there. Keep on top of what you're spending. If you are wasting money consistently and you see it, like, you check your bank balance and it goes, why am I keep spending a tenner on this subscription I don't even use anymore? Review it, budget it, and if you feel like, hang on, I don't even need to spend money on this, I'll spend it elsewhere, and do that. And do it. Build an emergency savings fund. Yes, this is one that I have personally sort of done, and I'll tell you something, I love having an emergency savings fund. Now this one is what I use where if me and the wife, we might have an expensive month. I mean, this month alone has been a bloody terrible month for us. I mean, we had our washing machine, our dishwasher, our tumble dryer break, and our microwave. It has been a war on the kitchen appliances, ladies and gentlemen. It has been absolutely scary as balls. I mean, the fridge freezer is holding intact, but having that emergency fund that I sort of keep for emergencies has been absolutely bloody helpful, especially as October, as I'm recording this, is a very long month. And yeah, and that alone just avoided that sort of stress, because the wife started to freak out about it, and I was like, hey, it's cool, don't worry, I got backup, there we go, boof, nipped. So very important one to have. Avoid unnecessary debt. Yes, I mentioned that earlier, didn't I? Like, what are you wasting money on? Now, if you want to buy the top of the range new TV and it's going to cost you £15 a month for 4 years, it's like, do you need the new top of the range TV? What's wrong with your current TV? Some people get so infatuated with what other people might have or what they feel like they need to have. They might want to have a fancy brand spanking new car, which is going to absolutely rinse the pants off them for the next 5 years. Is it worth it? So avoid the unnecessary debt, because it will creep up on you. And if it, you do get into that big large sum of debt and it sort of breaks and the warranty's expired on it, or you haven't got the insurance, then it's going to lead to a world of hurt. Make financial decisions together. Exactly. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I want to get a little chocolate bar from the shop. I'm going to say, darling, can I have can I get the chocolate bar from the shop? Do you mind? I'm not on about that. Depending on, well, then again, if you are that in a financial situation where wasting money on chocolate is a big thing, then absolutely. But I'm talking about, those big financial decisions. If you're going to be spending a lot of money, talk to each other about it, or understand what that budget is for your throwaway money, like we like to call it, the little luxury money that makes going to work make it feel a little bit more sweeter, because you get to just go, oh, I'm going to buy myself a little chocolate bar because I fancy a chocolate bar. I'm waffling, ain't I? Plan for long-term goals like home ownership or retirement. Now, this one is probably the hardest one, but at the same time, the easiest is you're just making a plan, but it's very hard to visualize a plan when it is so far into the future. But at the same time, it makes that excitement, because you think, oh my God, we're going to buy a house. What are we going to do to save the money? And then you start getting, if I'll retire, and we can go on all these holidays and cruises because we're retired, but we want to also be in a place where we can just retire, enjoy life, enjoy being a senior citizen. So yeah, plan for those long-term goals. Absolutely a strong point for sort of get yourself excited about saving money. And that's the main thing about that one, is getting excited not to spend the money straight away, but try and keep some for the future. Get that sort of mindset frame changed, because financial stress is probably one of the biggest relationship problems I've seen, is financial stress, because it is so it's so impactful, because it just sort of, almost like it eats away at you. Like, you feel like you can't enjoy life. It makes you feel like a failure. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, do not worry. Every couple out there has had financial problems, but make sure you put in those tips and tricks to try and manage yourself better. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. If you do need any more help, or if you have any questions, then feel free to drop it in the comments. If you want to do it a bit more privately, then you'll see that my email's in the description, my social handles. You can private message me, you can DM me, I believe is the word that we use for it. DM me, direct message me on any of my social medias. Thank you very much for if you have watched this part. If you did enjoy it though, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscription. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I hope that you manage your financial stress appropriately. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tom Cockrell with CoupleCore Coaching. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.